This woman has so many prophecies about TD Jakes wrong. She desperately wants him to get just so she can be right. Like that's insane. There's something wrong with it. And I'm gonna prove it, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to prove it. First, I tell her look for every video that the Master's Voice Prophecy blog has done about TD Jakes, right? Give you the links. So it actually messed up, but I said from here on in, I'm going to give you links to the YouTube videos. I want you to analyze the prophecy, state the time, the date the video was published, state the time the speaker claims to have received the prophecy, timestamp quotes of her prophecy, and any claims. Make sure to timestamp and quote the timeline she said the prophecy would occur in. This is from the video from back in 2019. So to show you all that I'm being unbiased, in the video she claims that Jakes would be hit with scandals. The problem is that there was no rock hard proof, right? Yeah, witnesses came forth, and I'm not defending Jakes. He's probably got his hands dirty, but I'm doing this just based off what she claimed. So we're still waiting on that, and it did not happen the way that she said it was going to happen. To her credit, at 45:30, she does say that it was going to take the fall for some time to manifest. But if you're going to prophesy, then things should manifest the way that you say it, even if they take time. Now, as far as the legal battles are concerned, the defense, which is the guys that made the claims against Jake, they ended up using AI-generated fake citations. So it was so messy and sus that they threw it out, but Jakes can reopen and sue again. So again, no rock hard proof. She also states in the video that God would strike you right where you stand and mention ministers having heart attacks and strokes in the pulpit. Cool. Now, well, Jakes did suffer that, right? She also did say that he was going to be unalived, which he didn't. He didn't get unalived. Now, what's interesting, though, is that even in the prophecy, something is weird. On one hand, she said there's going to be rock hard proof. But then she said, the wolves will soon come. They will accuse him. They will tear his clothes from on him until he's naked in front of everyone. So are the wolves the victims, or are these people lying on him, or a mix of both? Like, what is? Because if you're going to prophesy, then stuff like that needs to be accurate. Now, in case she tries to run away from the whole him not unaliving from that heart attack, she can't, because she also claimed that the man is going to unalive in a scandal, and I will have no further mercy on him. He is going to unalive fighting scandal. Surviving a heart attack counts as mercy. I don't care how you slice it. If God says he's not going to have mercy, you're not getting back up, bro. So you wrong on that too. Now we're going to get to the video where she says that he faked. But you really think that this man's going to fake something and God wouldn't take advantage of it to make it come true, especially when he says he was not going to have mercy? When have we ever seen that in the Bible? It says he will be exposed and his entire empire will collapse. He hasn't. Now, I'm not saying it can't happen in the near future. It sure ain't happening how you said it was. And that makes you false. It makes you a prophet, just not a prophet of God. Let's continue. Here's the second video about Jake. This is from September 21st, 2022. So at 3 minutes and 10 seconds, you can go look at it yourself. It says, a few months ago, the Lord told me that TD Jakes will be one of the people who loses his in this prophecy. Did he? No. Can he in the future? Maybe. Would that make her right? No. Because she said God would have no more mercy. So he should have been gone with the first one. Now, before I continue, the Bible talks about 2 to 3 witnesses. There's a reason why I'm going through so many videos of her. Here's another one. End of the Way of the Wicked, Celebrity TD Jakes on September 22nd, 2022. At 45 minutes, she says TD Jakes, she mentions a shaming fall before God finally judges him and taking his. At 44 minutes, she says Bishop TD Jakes will have one of the biggest scandals of all time in the Christian church, one of the biggest shaming falls before God finally judges him and taking his. Boom. Now watch this. It says scandal will involve underage youths. So mind you, this is very specific because this actually happened, and he got the heart attack. He did get a heart attack around that time. But one, she said God wasn't going to have mercy on him, and she reiterates again that God was going to take his life. She's being a witness to herself that she's false. Let's continue. This is another one. She makes the same claims, but Darkness and Thorns Judgment is here, right? September 25th, 2022. So there's no inappropriate tapes come out. He hasn't been proven as, that. And even though he's very sus, it just hasn't happened how she prophesied. Hard proof has not come out, and he hasn't been unalived yet. Let's continue. So now in this video, December 22, 2023, at 28:19, she said it's coming right now. Right. So not only did he not unalive right now, like a lot of this stuff happened in 2024, so that was wrong, right? Second of all, the potter's house is going to fall down and crumble. It's still up. Again, I'm not defending the guy. I'm scrutinizing her prophecy. When I read the Bible, when the prophet says stuff, it wasn't confused as like how it was done, or they were like half. And even when things changed, there was always stipulation. Either the king repented, or somebody repented, or the whole nation. But you know, the prophet was already notified that this person repented and then correct. And God would always send them back to show that person mercy and prophesy again about concerning said mercy. Let's continue. And this one's funny because it's called TD Jakes, the final word of the Lord. I'm pretty sure there's like 2 or 3 other videos we have to go through. This is funny. So she even lied about that. January 20, 2024. Now, mind you, she not in this video at 6 minutes 42 seconds, she has 15 witnesses, meaning she's claiming that she got word from God 15 times. Here she says, I told you that he will, and that date will come soon. 2 hours 33 minutes. It's all the same claims again. Mind you, came out of her own mouth. 15 witnesses. Bro, I thought that was the final word of the Lord on this guy. The man is still alive. It says the vengeance of Yah fulfilled, fire judgment of the wicked, and the fall of TD Jakes. Bro, I thought the last video was the final word. What happened? You know, it's funny. Like even the Joyce Myers penning failed. She was named next in December 2024 as early to 2026. There has been no public scandal avoiding. But again, the man's alive. When God says something's going to happen, it happens. And he tells his prophets exactly how it's going to happen. Don't you think that God would tell you about something like that? Let's say he was going to fake his own heart attack. Don't you think that God would tell you about that before it happens? I must not be reading the Bible, because he always tells the prophets the secrets of what's going to happen. That should have been part of your prophecy. He's actually going to fake it, and he's not going to unalive, and then God is going to come back, and then he's going to actually unalive him. Like, bro, Celestial, if you're going to do this, you might want to start using AI to keep your lives more congruent. As a matter of fact, let me wrap it up with this, right? When you go back into the Bible about Jezebel, there was I forgot who prophesied this, but go back and study your word. There was a prophecy about, I think it was Jezebel or her daughter. It's a story about where she was gonna get fall off the tower, and the dogs were gonna eat her carcass. And it ain't part, like, the judgment, it was so clean. Exactly everything that the man said, was the prophets said that was gonna happen. It happened the exact same way. The dogs came in and ate her body up so bad. If I remember correctly, they either couldn't find her body or it was just bones left. You never find not one case in the Bible where it was just a partial. Like, oh, she just fell off the tower, but no dogs ate her up. Or out of nowhere, dogs chewed her up, but they didn't eat her completely. Or out of nowhere, an elephant came and snapped her in half. But look, the prophet's correct, because technically she unalived. That never happens. That doesn't happen in the Bible.